Do you ever wonder why some people seem to achieve greatness effortlessly, while others struggle despite working just as hard? The secret isn't in the tools, the strategies, or even the circumstances. It's in the mindset. Your mindset shapes every decision you make, every challenge you face, and every success you experience. This book will show you how to harness the power of a growth-focused mindset to unlock your true potential. Growth Focus. Build a Mindset for Achievement, written and published by Brainpower Blueprint. Chapter 1, The Power of Mindset, Unlocking Your Potential. Have you ever watched someone achieve something remarkable and wondered how they did it? Maybe they started from scratch, faced countless obstacles, or were told they couldn't succeed. Yet against all odds, they managed to reach their goals. The secret to their success isn't talent, luck, or resources. It's their mindset. A person's mindset is the lens through which they view the world, and it has the power to shape their actions, decisions, and ultimately their outcomes. When you learn to harness the power of a growth-focused mindset, you unlock the potential within you to achieve anything you set your heart and mind to. Mindset is the foundation for all personal growth and success. In simple terms, mindset refers to your beliefs and attitudes towards yourself and the world around you. It influences how you perceive challenges, how you react to setbacks, and how you embrace opportunities. There are two types of mindsets that dominate how we approach life: a fixed mindset and a growth mindset. A fixed mindset is the belief that your abilities, intelligence, and talents are fixed traits. People with a fixed mindset often believe they are born with a certain amount of intelligence or skill, and that's all they'll ever have. They avoid challenges, give up easily, and feel threatened by the success of others. For instance, a person with a fixed mindset might look at a difficult project and immediately think, "I'm not good at this, so why bother trying?" This kind of thinking creates a barrier to success because it limits what a person is willing to attempt and prevents them from growing. On the other hand, a growth mindset is the belief that your abilities and intelligence can be developed through hard work, learning, and perseverance. People with a growth mindset see challenges as opportunities to learn and improve. When faced with failure, they don't see it as a reflection of their limitations. Instead, they see it as a necessary step toward progress. Take Thomas Edison, for example. He famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Edison's relentless belief that he could improve, adapt, and eventually succeed led him to invent the light bulb. His growth mindset turned every failure into a lesson, and that determination helped him achieve one of the most significant innovations in history. In your own life, shifting from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset can be the key to unlocking your full potential. Consider someone like Serena Williams, one of the greatest tennis players of all time. While her talent was undeniable, it wasn't her natural ability that made her stand out. It was her mindset. Despite facing setbacks, injuries, and intense competition, she continuously worked to improve her skills. Serena wasn't afraid to put in the effort, and that drive fueled her success. She embodies the idea that achievement is not about being the best from the start, but about being willing to grow and improve along the way. One of the most important shifts in adopting a growth mindset is understanding that failure is not something to be feared. It's not a sign that you're not good enough or that you should give up. Rather, failure is an essential part of the learning process. Think of failure as a stepping stone, not a roadblock. Every time you fail, you are given valuable feedback that can help you make better decisions in the future. When you adopt a growth mindset, you stop seeing failure as the end of the road and start viewing it as an opportunity for growth. Another key aspect of a growth mindset is the ability to embrace effort and persistence. We live in a society that often rewards instant success, but in reality, true achievement takes time, patience, and consistent effort. If you want to achieve something meaningful, you'll need to commit to the process, even when it gets difficult. Consider the example of J.K. Rowling, who faced rejection after rejection before Harry Potter was published. Had she given up after her first, 5th, or 20th rejection, the world would never have known the magic of Hogwarts. She kept going because she believed in her own ability to improve and succeed, despite the setbacks. The good news is that no matter where you are right now, you can cultivate a growth mindset. It starts with becoming aware of your current thought patterns and how they may be limiting your potential. Are you afraid to take on new challenges because you fear failure? Do you give up easily when things don't go your way? These are signs that your mindset might need a shift. By becoming aware of these patterns, you can begin to consciously change the way you think about challenges, effort, and failure. A growth mindset is not just about achieving big goals. It's about cultivating a way of thinking that empowers you every single day. It's about believing that you can improve, that you are capable of overcoming obstacles, and that your success is in your hands. The journey of personal growth is ongoing, and with a growth-focused mindset, every challenge becomes an opportunity to learn and become better. Now that you understand the power of mindset, it's time to take action. Here's a simple exercise to help you begin applying a growth mindset in your own life. Think of an area in your life where you feel stuck or where you've faced repeated setbacks. This could be anything from learning a new skill to working toward a personal goal. Reflect on your current mindset regarding this challenge. Do you feel like you're not good enough, or do you believe that with time and effort, you can improve? Write down your thoughts. Next, reframe your thoughts using a growth mindset. Instead of saying, "I'm not good at this," try saying, "I may not be good at this yet, but with practice, I can improve." Reflect on the steps you can take to make progress, no matter how small. Embrace the process of learning and growing, rather than focusing solely on the end result. As you move forward, remember that your mindset will play a significant role in how you approach challenges. With a growth-focused mindset, you can turn any obstacle into an opportunity for growth. The more you practice, the more natural this way of thinking will become. Chapter 2: Shifting Your Focus. From limitation to possibility. Have you ever found yourself stuck in a cycle of negative thinking, where every opportunity feels out of reach and every challenge seems like an insurmountable obstacle? It's a common experience, but the truth is, much of what limits us comes from the way we focus our attention. When we shift our focus from limitations to possibilities, we open up a world of opportunities. This chapter is about making that shift, which is essential for developing a growth mindset that fuels achievement. Our focus is incredibly powerful. Where you place your attention is where your energy flows. If you constantly focus on what you can't do or what's not working, your mind and body will follow that path, reinforcing those negative thoughts. However, when you deliberately shift your focus to what you can do and the potential that lies ahead, you begin to see opportunities, solutions, and paths forward that you may have overlooked before. This is the core of shifting from a limitation-focused mindset to one that embraces possibility. The way we perceive challenges is largely influenced by where we direct our focus. People with a limited mindset often see obstacles as roadblocks. For example, imagine you're working on a project at work, and things are not going according to plan. If you focus on the problems, the missed deadlines, the things that went wrong, the mistakes you've made, those thoughts will only serve to heighten your frustration and self-doubt. On the other hand, if you shift your focus to the solutions, the things that are still working, the lessons you've learned, the skills you're developing, you begin to view the situation as a stepping stone toward success, rather than an impassable wall. Consider the story of Steve Jobs. Early in his career, Jobs faced countless setbacks and challenges. He was fired from the company he co-founded, Apple, after a series of clashes with the board of directors. Many would have seen this as the end of the road, but Jobs didn't focus on the limitation of being ousted from Apple. Instead, he shifted his focus to the possibilities that lay ahead. He started a new company, Next, which created innovative computer technology. He also purchased Pixar, which went on to revolutionize the film industry. By focusing on what was possible rather than what was lost, Jobs was able to transform his setbacks into new opportunities. His story is a testament to the power of focusing on what's ahead, not what's behind. The key to shifting your focus is awareness. Being aware of where your attention is going and making a conscious choice to redirect it is a crucial first step in the process. If you catch yourself thinking about everything that's going wrong, stop and ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Or, what's the next step I can take to move forward? This small change in thinking can have a profound impact on your outlook and results. One of the best ways to start shifting your focus is by practicing gratitude. When we consciously acknowledge the things we are grateful for, we shift our attention away from what's missing or going wrong in our lives and focus instead on what's already good. This simple practice can help rewire your brain to look for positives instead of negatives. Studies have shown that practicing gratitude increases levels of happiness and reduces stress, and it's an incredibly effective tool for developing a possibility-oriented mindset. You can also use the power of positive language to shift your focus. Words are not just a reflection of our thoughts, they shape our thoughts. When you start speaking in terms of possibility rather than limitation, your mindset starts to change. Instead of saying, "I can't do this," try saying, "I haven't figured it out yet, but I will." Instead of saying, "I'll never succeed," say, "I'll get there if I keep learning and improving." The language you use matters because it influences the way you see yourself and the world around you. Another powerful way to shift your focus is to surround yourself with people who have a possibility-oriented mindset. People who constantly talk about problems and limitations will pull you into their negative mindset, while those who focus on opportunities and solutions will inspire and uplift you. This is why the people you spend time with can have such a profound effect on your success. Choose to surround yourself with people who challenge you, who push you to grow, and who help you focus on what's possible rather than on what's not. Take the example of Oprah Winfrey, whose life story is a remarkable demonstration of shifting focus from limitation to possibility. Winfrey faced many challenges in her early life, including poverty, abuse, and racism. But instead of focusing on those obstacles, she shifted her attention to her strengths, her passion for storytelling, and the opportunity to create something meaningful. She didn't let the limitations of her circumstances define her future. Instead, she used her challenges as fuel to create an extraordinary career and a platform that has impacted millions of lives. Oprah's ability to focus on possibilities has made her one of the most influential and successful women in history. It's important to note that shifting your focus doesn't mean ignoring the difficulties in your life or pretending that everything is perfect. It means choosing to focus on what you can control, on the opportunities available, and on the solutions that will move you forward. By focusing on the positive aspects of any situation, you train your brain to automatically look for opportunities, even in the face of adversity. Shifting your focus requires consistent effort, especially if you've been conditioned to think negatively. But with practice, it becomes easier to redirect your attention toward possibilities. When you choose to focus on what you can do and what's possible, you begin to see new paths opening up, and you become more resourceful in solving problems and seizing opportunities. Now that you understand the importance of shifting your focus, here's a simple exercise to help you apply this concept in your own life. Think of a current challenge or situation where you feel stuck. It could be a project at work, a personal goal, or a relationship issue. Write down all the things that seem like limitations or problems. Then, take a step back and challenge yourself to reframe each limitation into a possibility. For example, if you're struggling with a project at work, instead of focusing on the things that are going wrong, ask yourself, what's still working here? Or, what new skills can I develop through this challenge? Reframing the problem will help you shift your mindset and focus on solutions rather than on what's blocking your progress. As you move forward, practice redirecting your focus on a daily basis. Start small. When you catch yourself thinking negatively, pause and consciously shift your attention to what's possible. Over time, this practice will become second nature, and you'll find that your ability to see opportunities in every situation grows stronger. Chapter 3. Embracing Challenges, the Pathway to Growth. Have you ever faced a challenge that seemed impossible to overcome? Perhaps a situation so daunting that giving up felt like the easiest option. We've all been there. But challenges are not obstacles to avoid. They are opportunities to grow. This chapter explores how embracing challenges can unlock your potential and propel you toward success. The instinct when faced with a challenge is to feel fear or anxiety. Our brains are wired to avoid discomfort, making the unknown feel threatening. However, what separates those who succeed from those who struggle is how they respond to challenges. People with a growth mindset understand that challenges are inevitable and necessary. They see them as opportunities to learn, expand their skills, and test their limits. The more challenges you face and overcome, the more resilient and capable you become, bringing you closer to your goals. Consider Michael Jordan, one of the greatest basketball players in history. Cut from his high school team, Jordan could have let rejection end his dreams. Instead, he used it as motivation to work harder and improve. Viewing rejection as a challenge, not a failure, fueled his relentless pursuit of excellence, leading him to become a 6-time NBA champion. His story shows how embracing challenges can lead to extraordinary success. Challenges take many forms: personal setbacks, professional obstacles, or overwhelming new projects. The key is to approach them with the right mindset. Instead of focusing on the difficulty, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Reframing challenges as opportunities empowers you to take action, even when the outcome is uncertain. Each challenge you face builds resilience, sharpens your skills, and deepens your understanding of your potential. Resilience, the ability to bounce back from setbacks, is one of the most significant benefits of embracing challenges. Life's ups and downs are inevitable, but resilience helps you navigate them with determination. Facing challenges head-on strengthens your ability to handle adversity. Over time, you become more adaptable, confident, and prepared for future obstacles. J.K. Rowling, the author of the Harry Potter series, is a prime example of resilience. Facing 12 rejections from publishers, Rowling could have given up. Instead, she embraced rejection as part of her journey, refining her work and persevering. Her resilience turned setbacks into success, proving that persistence in the face of challenges can lead to unimaginable achievements. Challenges also foster creativity. When pushed out of your comfort zone, you're forced to think differently and develop innovative solutions. Growth often happens when you venture into the unknown. Elon Musk, for instance, embraced monumental challenges with Tesla and SpaceX, revolutionizing industries and solving big problems. His story illustrates how tackling difficult challenges fosters creative problem-solving and extraordinary accomplishments. Embracing challenges doesn't mean pursuing every difficult task without preparation. It's about recognizing that challenges are essential for growth and approaching them with a mindset of learning, not perfection. No one succeeds immediately at everything, but engaging with the process, learning from mistakes, and continuing forward makes all the difference. Breaking challenges into manageable steps is one of the most effective ways to embrace them. Large challenges can feel overwhelming, but smaller tasks make them more achievable. Focusing on one step at a time builds momentum and a sense of accomplishment, even when the bigger picture feels daunting. For example, marathon runners train by gradually increasing their distance, turning an overwhelming goal into a series of manageable milestones. Another key to embracing challenges is surrounding yourself with a supportive network. Having mentors, friends, or colleagues who believe in you can make all the difference. A support system provides encouragement, advice, and perspective, helping you stay focused and motivated. Their belief in your potential can inspire you to tackle difficulties with confidence. As you navigate life, remember that challenges don't define you. Your response to them does. Each difficulty is an opportunity to grow, learn, and evolve. Challenges teach valuable lessons, pushing you to become stronger and more capable. Here's an exercise to help you embrace challenges. Think of a current challenge you're facing. Write down your feelings about it. Do you see it as something that will help you grow, or are you overwhelmed by its difficulty? Reframe your perspective by asking, what can I learn from this? Break the challenge into smaller steps and focus on what you can do today. By shifting your mindset, you'll begin to see challenges as opportunities for growth, not obstacles to fear. Embracing challenges transforms your mindset, builds resilience, and fosters creativity. By tackling difficulties with determination, you unlock your potential and pave the way for success. Every challenge is an opportunity to grow. Welcome it as a stepping stone on your journey. Chapter 4. Cultivating consistency, the key to long-term success. Do you find it hard to stick with something, especially when the initial excitement wears off? You're not alone. Many people start a new project or goal with great enthusiasm, only to lose momentum once the novelty fades. But here's a powerful truth. Success isn't just about bursts of effort or occasional brilliance, it's about consistency. In this chapter, we will explore how cultivating consistency can be the key to unlocking long-term success, helping you achieve your goals, no matter how challenging or far-reaching they may seem. Consistency is the act of showing up every day, even when you don't feel like it, and committing to progress, no matter how small. It's about making steady, incremental improvements that over time lead to big results. While talent and intelligence can get you far, consistency is what separates those who succeed from those who give up. It's what allows you to keep moving forward even when obstacles arise, and it's what helps you build momentum toward achieving your goals. Let's take the example of a famous artist like Pablo Picasso. Picasso didn't become a master overnight. He spent decades honing his craft, practicing daily, and developing his unique style. Even during times of hardship or doubt, Picasso remained consistent in his work, producing thousands of paintings, drawings, and sculptures throughout his life. His success wasn't due to rare bursts of brilliance, but to his relentless dedication and consistency over many years. This is a key lesson. Whether you're aiming to improve a skill, achieve a personal goal, or build a successful career, consistency is what creates lasting results. The power of consistency lies in its compounding effect. Much like saving money in a bank account, small, consistent actions add up over time. Each day, you're investing in your future success. Imagine trying to improve your fitness level. If you work out once a week, you may see some progress, but it's the daily effort, consistent exercise over months and years that leads to significant change. The same principle applies to virtually any area of life, from building a business to writing a book to learning a new language. It's the daily, repeated effort that drives progress, not isolated moments of effort. Consider the story of Thomas Edison, the inventor of the light bulb. Edison famously said, "Genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration." His relentless pursuit of his ideas led to countless failures, but he didn't give up. Instead, he maintained a consistent work ethic, constantly experimenting and refining his designs. It took him thousands of tries before he succeeded in creating a working light bulb. While many would have abandoned their pursuit after a few failures, Edison's consistency was what led him to success. His story is a powerful reminder that breakthroughs often come only after consistent, persistent effort over time. Consistency also helps build discipline, which is another essential ingredient for long-term success. Discipline is the ability to stay committed to your goals, even when you don't feel motivated or when distractions arise. It's the daily habits and routines that support your larger vision, helping you stay on track and move forward. Without discipline, it's easy to get sidetracked or lose focus, especially when the journey gets tough or when setbacks occur. But consistency builds the muscle of discipline, making it easier to stay on course and continue making progress, regardless of how you feel in the moment. Let's look at the example of a writer. Successful authors don't write a best-selling book overnight. They write consistently, day after day, developing their writing skills, refining their ideas, and completing their work one chapter at a time. The key to writing a book is not inspiration, but consistency. The habit of writing every day, even when you don't feel like it. Many famous authors have written through periods of doubt, low energy, and distraction, but they kept going because they knew that consistency was the key to finishing the project. Over time, those small daily efforts add up to significant accomplishments. One of the most challenging aspects of consistency is staying committed even when you don't see immediate results. The world often rewards instant gratification, but true success is built on the patience to wait for the results of your consistent efforts to unfold. You may not see a dramatic change right away, but trust that each small action you take is bringing you closer to your goal. In fact, many of the most successful people in the world didn't see their results until much later in the process. What sustained them during those moments of doubt was their belief in the power of consistency and their unwavering commitment to their goals. Let's use the example of a student working towards a degree. The journey can feel long and sometimes discouraging, especially when exams or assignments pile up. However, each class, each study session, and each paper contributes to the bigger picture, the student's eventual graduation. If they stopped attending classes or studying just because the progress wasn't immediately visible, they would never reach their goal. It's the small, consistent steps over time that lead to success. One of the best ways to cultivate consistency is to build a routine. Routines provide structure and make it easier to stay on track, even when life gets busy or overwhelming. By establishing habits that align with your goals, you automate the process of consistency, making it a natural part of your daily life. For example, if you want to get fit, make exercising a part of your routine. Set aside a specific time each day to work out, and treat it as a non-negotiable commitment, just like any other important appointment. Another powerful tool for maintaining consistency is tracking your progress. When you track your efforts, you can see how far you've come and celebrate small victories along the way. Tracking can also help you stay motivated, as it gives you a visual representation of your commitment and progress. Whether you use a journal, an app, or a simple checklist, monitoring your progress allows you to stay focused and reinforce the habit of consistency. Consistency doesn't mean perfection. It's not about doing something every single day without fail, but about making steady progress. Some days will be better than others, and that's okay. The important thing is to keep going, even when it feels hard. Progress isn't always linear, but with consistency, you will keep moving forward. Here's a practical exercise to help you develop more consistency in your life. Think of one goal you want to achieve, whether it's related to personal development, fitness, career, or another area of your life. Break it down into small, manageable actions that you can do consistently. Set a schedule or routine for these actions, and commit to taking them every day or week. Track your progress, even if it's just in small ways, and celebrate the small wins along the way. Consistency is about making progress every day, even when it feels like small steps are all you can manage. Trust that these small steps will lead to big results over time. Chapter 5. Overcoming Fear and Doubt. The Roadblocks to Growth. Do you ever question whether you're good enough or capable enough to achieve your goals? Fear and doubt are universal experiences that can hold us back. But here's the truth. They are not signs of weakness. They are signals of growth. These feelings often arise when you step outside your comfort zone, pushing your boundaries towards something greater. This chapter explores how to overcome fear and doubt so you can move forward with confidence on your journey of growth and achievement. Fear and doubt are natural parts of the human experience. Whether starting a new project, pursuing a dream, or facing uncertainty, these feelings can creep in, convincing you that you're not good enough or that failure is inevitable. However, their presence often indicates you're on the verge of a breakthrough. The key is learning to acknowledge these emotions without letting them dictate your decisions. Fear can be a motivator when used correctly. Instead of letting it paralyze you, channel it into preparation and action. A perfect example is J.K. Rowling, who faced countless rejections before her Harry Potter series became a global success. Despite her fears and doubts, Rowling persisted, believing in her work and pushing forward. Her story reminds us that success is not the absence of fear, but the willingness to move forward despite it. Michael Jordan, widely regarded as one of the greatest basketball players, also exemplifies overcoming doubt. After being cut from his high school team, he could have let failure define him. Instead, he used it as motivation to improve, famously saying, "I've failed over and over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed." His achievements were born from persistence, not from avoiding failure. Overcoming fear and doubt requires a shift in perspective. Fear often accompanies growth because it arises when you venture into the unknown. Instead of viewing fear as a barrier, embrace it as part of the process. The more you feel fear, the closer you are to meaningful progress. Doubt, on the other hand, stems from self-criticism and insecurity. It tells you that you're not capable or worthy, but it isn't a true reflection of your abilities. The antidote to doubt is action, which builds confidence and erodes self-limiting beliefs. Steve Jobs' journey illustrates this. After being ousted from Apple, Jobs faced significant doubt from himself and others. Instead of giving up, he used this period to grow, returning to Apple stronger and more determined. His leadership transformed the company, proving that resilience and belief in one's vision can overcome even the most challenging doubts. One important step in overcoming fear and doubt is letting go of perfectionism. These feelings often arise when we set unrealistic expectations for ourselves. Mistakes and setbacks are natural parts of growth, offering valuable lessons. Embracing imperfection allows you to move forward without being paralyzed by fear of failure. Surrounding yourself with positive influences is another critical step. A support system of friends, family, or mentors who believe in you can help counter negative thoughts. Their encouragement and perspective can provide the confidence needed to push through doubt and fear. Focusing on the why behind your goals is equally powerful. When you connect with your deeper motivations, fear and doubt lose their grip. Ask yourself, why is this important to me? And remind yourself of the bigger picture. This clarity can provide the strength to persevere through challenges. As you move forward, remember that fear and doubt are not roadblocks. They are companions on the journey toward meaningful goals. The goal isn't to eliminate them, but to learn how to act despite them. Facing fear and doubt builds resilience, confidence, and momentum. Here's an exercise to help you move past fear and doubt. Reflect on a situation where these feelings held you back. What caused them, and what would happen if you took action anyway? Write down one small step you can take today to push through fear and doubt and toward your goal. Small actions build confidence and lead to transformative growth. Chapter 6, Building Consistency, the Key to Long-Term Success. Have you ever started a new habit or goal with enthusiasm, only to lose motivation after a few weeks? You're not alone. Consistency is one of the most challenging aspects of achieving success. While starting with energy is easy, staying consistent over time is what separates those who reach their goals from those who don't. This chapter explores the power of consistency, how to stay committed, and the small, powerful steps you can take daily to stay on track. Consistency is simple in theory. It's about showing up daily, even when you don't feel like it. Success isn't about big bursts of effort, but about steady progress over time. Whether you're pursuing a career goal, improving your health, or mastering a new skill, consistency is the bridge between where you are now and where you want to be. The small, consistent actions you take daily lead to significant results in the long run. The classic fable of the tortoise and the hare illustrates this perfectly. While the hare starts with speed and confidence, it's the tortoise's steady, persistent effort that wins the race. The story reminds us that consistency often triumphs over short bursts of enthusiasm. In real life, this principle is reflected in countless success stories. Consider Thomas Edison, who famously failed over 1,000 times before inventing the light bulb. Instead of letting failure define him, Edison saw each setback as part of the process, a learning opportunity. His persistence exemplifies how consistent effort leads to extraordinary outcomes. As Edison said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Olympic athletes like Michael Phelps provide another powerful example. Phelps didn't become the most decorated Olympian by relying on talent alone. His success was built on years of consistent training, even on days when it was hard or unmotivating. Phelps once said, "There's no secret to success. It's just hard work and consistency over time." His story highlights the transformative power of showing up day after day. Consistency isn't always easy. Life throws distractions, obstacles, and unexpected challenges your way. The key is to build habits that naturally support your goals, making consistency feel effortless rather than forced. Small, manageable habits incorporated into your daily routine make consistency sustainable over the long term. One way to build consistency is by creating a routine. Routines help automate actions that align with your goals, reducing the need for constant decision-making. For example, if you want to improve your fitness, exercising every morning as part of your routine makes it a natural part of your day. Over time, routines make consistent effort feel automatic, helping you stay on track even during challenging periods. Clear, Achievable goals are another cornerstone of consistency. Without a clear roadmap, it's easy to lose focus and feel like you're not making progress. Break larger goals into smaller, actionable steps you can work on daily. For instance, a writer aiming to complete a book might set a goal of writing 500 words a day. While it may seem small, this consistent effort adds up over time, leading to significant progress. Small daily actions build momentum and keep you moving forward. Distractions are one of the biggest challenges to consistency. Social media, emails, and endless responsibilities can pull you away from your goals. To stay consistent, set boundaries around your time and prioritize your goals. Schedule dedicated time for your tasks as you would for any important commitment. By protecting your time, you ensure your goals remain a priority. Celebrating small wins is crucial for maintaining consistency. It's easy to get so focused on the big picture that you forget to acknowledge the progress you've made. Recognizing even minor accomplishments reinforces positive behavior and boosts motivation. Each small victory reminds you that your consistent efforts are paying off, encouraging you to keep going. Patience is another essential ingredient of consistency. Results often take time, and it's easy to feel discouraged when progress seems slow. Think of it like planting a tree. You may not see growth immediately, but with daily care and attention, the tree eventually flourishes. Success is the same. It requires consistent effort over time to bear fruit. Building consistency doesn't mean achieving perfection. It's about staying committed to your goals, even when things don't go perfectly. Life happens, and there will be days when you miss a step or fall short. What matters is your ability to get back on track and continue moving forward. Consistency is about persistence, not perfection. Here's a practical exercise to help you build consistency in your life. Identify one area where you want to be more consistent, such as fitness, work, or personal growth. Break your goal into small, manageable daily actions that are easy to incorporate into your routine. Commit to doing this action for the next 30 days. At the end of the month, reflect on your progress, celebrate your consistency, and consider how you can continue building on it. Consistency is the foundation of long-term success. By showing up daily, taking small steps, and staying committed to your goals, you create steady progress that adds up to significant achievements. Remember, the path to success is built one consistent step at a time. Chapter 7. Overcoming Setbacks, Turning Challenges into Growth. Have you ever felt like you were on the verge of reaching a goal, only to be stopped by an unexpected obstacle? Whether it's a career setback, a fitness challenge, or a disruption in your plans, setbacks are an inevitable part of life. What separates success from failure is how we respond to these challenges. This chapter explores how to overcome setbacks, turn challenges into growth opportunities, and use adversity as a stepping stone toward achieving your goals. Setbacks are not a sign to give up. They are often necessary steps on the path to success. It's natural to feel discouraged when faced with obstacles and to question whether it's worth continuing. However, setbacks can be valuable learning experiences when approached with the right mindset. They force us to reevaluate, adapt, and grow in ways that smooth paths never could. Take the story of J.K. Rowling, the author of the Harry Potter series. Before achieving global success, Rowling faced rejection from multiple publishers, financial struggles, and personal hardships. Instead of letting these setbacks define her, she used them as motivation to improve her writing and keep pursuing her dream. Her persistence eventually paid off, proving that setbacks can refine us and lead to incredible achievements. Another example is Steve Jobs, co-founder of Apple. After being ousted from the company he built, Jobs faced a major career setback. Yet, instead of giving up, he founded new ventures like Pixar and returned to Apple years later with renewed insight and vision. His experience illustrates that setbacks are not permanent failures, but opportunities to gain wisdom and come back stronger. The key to overcoming setbacks is resilience, the ability to bounce back and keep moving forward, even when things don't go as planned. Resilience doesn't mean ignoring the pain of setbacks. It's about acknowledging the challenge and choosing to persevere despite it. Each time we rise after a fall, we become stronger and better equipped to handle future difficulties. A powerful way to build resilience is to focus on the lessons setbacks offer. Every challenge holds an opportunity for growth. Instead of seeing a setback as failure, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Shifting your perspective allows you to use adversity as a stepping stone toward success. For example, if a project doesn't go as planned, reflect on what went wrong and how to improve next time. This kind of learning prepares you to face future challenges with greater confidence and skill. Another critical element of overcoming setbacks is staying connected to your purpose. When obstacles arise, it's easy to lose sight of why you started. Reconnecting with your why can reignite your motivation and remind you of the bigger picture. Whether your goal is personal growth, supporting loved ones, or making an impact, keeping your purpose front and center can help you push through difficult moments. Athletes often face setbacks like injuries or losses, but they use these moments to refocus and build strength. For example, an injured athlete might work on rehabilitation and mental toughness during recovery, using the setback as a chance to grow in other areas. Similarly, life's challenges can teach us patience, discipline, and perseverance if we approach them with an open mind. Support from others is another vital tool for navigating setbacks. When faced with difficulties, it's tempting to isolate yourself, but having a support system can make all the difference. Friends, family, mentors, or colleagues can provide encouragement, advice, and perspective when you need it most. Leaning on others during tough times can help you regain your footing and find the strength to continue. Imagine someone trying to start a business, but facing repeated rejections from investors. By turning to a mentor or peer for advice and encouragement, they can gain new insights and stay motivated. Support not only provides emotional strength, but also helps you see challenges from a fresh perspective. Practicing self-compassion is equally important when dealing with setbacks. It's easy to be hard on yourself when things don't go as planned, but self-criticism only adds to the burden. Instead, treat yourself with kindness and understanding. Remind yourself that setbacks are normal and don't define your worth or abilities. Self-compassion allows you to maintain a positive mindset, which is essential for resilience. Setbacks also foster creativity. When faced with a challenge, you're often forced to think differently and find innovative solutions. Elon Musk's ventures with Tesla and SpaceX are prime examples of tackling ambitious goals despite massive obstacles. Musk's ability to embrace challenges and innovate through adversity highlights the potential for setbacks to inspire creativity and growth. Ultimately, setbacks are not roadblocks. They are opportunities in disguise. They teach us resilience, patience, and the value of perseverance. The most successful people didn't avoid setbacks. They embraced them, learned from them, and kept moving forward. Your response to challenges determines your trajectory, not the challenges themselves. The next time you face a setback, remember it's not the end of your journey. It's a temporary detour that can lead to greater growth and success. By maintaining a positive outlook, staying connected to your purpose, seeking support, and building resilience, you can turn setbacks into powerful opportunities for progress. Here's a practical exercise to help you overcome setbacks. Think about a recent challenge you've faced. Reflect on what you learned from the experience and how it can help you move forward. What specific action can you take today to apply this lesson to your current situation? Write down your thoughts and commit to using what you've gained from this setback to fuel your next steps. Remember, setbacks are part of the journey, and they often lead to the greatest growth. Chapter 8. Embracing Consistency, the Power of Small, Steady Actions. Have you ever noticed how, over time, the little things you do every day can have an enormous impact on your life? It's easy to believe that success is built on big, dramatic moments, the breakthrough idea, the game-changing opportunity, or the sudden surge of motivation. But in reality, it's the small, consistent actions we take every day that truly shape our future. Consistency might seem ordinary, even unexciting, but it is the key to long-term achievement. In this chapter, we'll explore how embracing consistency in our daily habits can lead to extraordinary results, and why small steps often matter more than giant leaps. Consistency is often misunderstood. We live in a world where quick fixes and overnight success stories are glamorized. It's easy to fall into the trap of believing that progress should be fast and dramatic. But in reality, Growth is more like planting a seed and nurturing it over time. The true power of consistency is not in doing something once with great intensity, but in showing up day after day, doing the small things that add up to big changes. One of the best examples of consistency in action is the story of Thomas Edison, the inventor of the light bulb. Edison didn't invent the light bulb in one eureka moment. Instead, it took years of experimenting, testing, and tweaking. He faced countless failures, but each time he encountered a setback, he didn't give up. He kept showing up, refining his ideas, and moving forward, no matter how small the progress seemed at the time. In the end, his persistence and consistency paid off, and his work revolutionized the world. Edison's story demonstrates that success isn't about having a single flash of brilliance. It's about committing to the process, no matter how many times you stumble. Another example of the power of consistency can be seen in the world of fitness. Think about someone training for a marathon. The process isn't about running one big race, but rather about consistently putting in the miles day after day, even when they're tired or don't feel like it. Every small training run, even if it's just a few miles, builds on the last and prepares the runner for the bigger goal. By committing to regular practice, they gradually build the strength and stamina they need to succeed. Just as with fitness, success in any area of life is about making consistent, incremental progress that compounds over time. Consistency also plays a crucial role in building skills. Whether you're learning a new language, mastering a musical instrument, or developing a new professional skill, it's the daily practice that leads to mastery. Imagine trying to learn a language by studying for 5 hours one day and then not practicing for the next month. The progress would be minimal at best. But if you committed to practicing just 15 minutes a day, over time, you would be amazed at how much you improve. The same principle applies to any area of life. Small, steady actions add up, and they create momentum that leads to breakthroughs. Of course, consistency doesn't mean doing the exact same thing without variation. It's about maintaining a steady commitment to your goal, while also being flexible enough to adjust and refine your approach as needed. It's easy to get caught up in perfectionism or the desire to make every action perfect, but perfection isn't the goal. Progress is. By embracing consistency, you allow yourself the freedom to make mistakes, learn from them, and continue moving forward. A key concept to understand is that consistency doesn't always lead to immediate results. The growth you experience from consistent actions may not be immediately visible, and this can be discouraging at times. But think about the process of growing a plant. At first, you may not see much happening underground, but that doesn't mean the roots aren't developing. Similarly, in your own journey, the small actions you take today are laying the foundation for future success. Even if you can't see the results right away, trust that your consistent efforts are creating growth beneath the surface. Over time, the results will become undeniable. Let's look at another example from the world of writing. Many authors struggle with the idea of writing a full-length book. The task may seem overwhelming, but by setting aside time each day to write a few pages, the book eventually comes together. If the writer tried to write the entire book in one weekend, it would likely be rushed and poorly executed. But through consistent daily writing, the author makes steady progress, and eventually the book is completed. It's the same with any big project. By breaking it down into manageable, consistent steps, we make steady progress without feeling overwhelmed by the enormity of the task. This principle of consistency is vital for personal development as well. If you want to improve your mental or emotional well-being, you don't need to make dramatic changes overnight. Instead, focus on incorporating small, positive habits into your daily routine. Whether it's practicing mindfulness for 5 minutes each day, writing down 3 things you're grateful for, or reading for 30 minutes each evening, these small actions will gradually transform your mindset. Over time, they add up to a significant improvement in your overall well-being. But what happens when we hit a roadblock or fall off track? It's easy to get discouraged and think that we've failed. But the truth is, consistency doesn't mean perfection. It means showing up, even when you've made mistakes or taken a break. If you miss a workout or forget to journal for a few days, don't let it derail your entire journey. Instead, get back on track as soon as you can and keep going. Remember that consistency is about the long-term commitment, not the occasional setback. Another challenge people face when trying to build consistency is the temptation to look for shortcuts or to rush through the process. In a world that often values instant gratification, it's easy to become impatient. But true progress requires time. Think of a tree. While it may take years for a tree to reach its full height, the process is steady, deliberate, and necessary for its long-term health. In the same way, your growth may not be immediately visible, but every small, consistent step is contributing to your long-term success. So how can you embrace consistency in your own life? Start by identifying one area where you want to see improvement. It could be something related to your health, career, relationships, or personal growth. Break it down into small, manageable steps that you can commit to each day. Focus on progress, not perfection, and make a commitment to show up, no matter how small the action. Celebrate each small victory along the way, and remember that each step is building momentum toward your ultimate goal. Here's an exercise to help you get started. Think of one goal you want to achieve in the next month. Break it down into small, consistent actions that you can commit to each day. Write them down and set a reminder to ensure you stay on track. At the end of each week, review your progress and adjust your actions if necessary. By focusing on consistency, you'll begin to see real results. Chapter 9: Cultivating Resilience, Bouncing Back from Setbacks. Have you ever experienced a setback that seemed impossible to overcome? Maybe you faced a personal failure, a missed opportunity, or an unexpected challenge that knocked you off course. It's easy to feel defeated in these moments, but the truth is that setbacks are a natural part of the journey to success. What truly matters is not the setback itself, but how we respond to it. Resilience is the key to overcoming adversity and bouncing back stronger than ever. In this chapter, we'll explore the power of resilience, how to cultivate it, and how you can turn your setbacks into stepping stones toward greater achievement. Resilience is often defined as the ability to bounce back after adversity. It's the quality that allows people to recover from difficult situations, learn from them, and emerge stronger. But resilience is not something that comes automatically. It's a skill that can be developed over time with practice and intention. It's about how we respond to challenges, not whether or not we face them. The more resilient we are, the more we are able to navigate life's ups and downs with grace, perseverance, and an unwavering commitment to our goals. Take the example of J.K. Rowling, the author of the Harry Potter series. Before becoming one of the most successful authors in the world, Rowling faced numerous setbacks. She was a single mother living on welfare, struggling to make ends meet while writing her first book. Her manuscript was rejected by multiple publishers, and she was told that the story of a young wizard would never make it in the market. Most people would have given up after such repeated rejection, but Rowling's resilience kept her going. She didn't let the setbacks define her. Instead, she used them as motivation to keep pursuing her dream. Eventually, a publisher took a chance on her, and the rest is history. Rowling's story is a testament to the power of resilience and the ability to overcome adversity. Similarly, think about athletes who experience setbacks, whether it's an injury, a loss, or a slump in performance. Michael Jordan, considered by many to be the greatest basketball player of all time, was famously cut from his high school basketball team. Instead of giving up, he used that setback as fuel to work harder and improve his skills. Jordan's resilience is part of what made him a legend. Rather than letting failure define him, he learned from it and used it to grow. His story illustrates that setbacks don't determine our success. Our ability to keep going despite those setbacks does. Resilience is not about avoiding failure or pain. It's about developing the strength to face challenges head-on and keep moving forward. The reality is that life is full of obstacles, and it's impossible to avoid them entirely. The key is how we choose to respond. People who are resilient don't dwell on their failures or wallow in self-pity. Instead, they view setbacks as learning experiences and opportunities for growth. They understand that failure is not a permanent state, but a temporary condition that can be overcome with effort and determination. One important aspect of resilience is the ability to maintain a positive mindset in the face of adversity. When we encounter setbacks, it's natural to feel discouraged or frustrated. However, resilient individuals understand that their thoughts and beliefs can shape their response to challenges. By focusing on the positive aspects of a situation and reframing setbacks as opportunities to learn, they are able to bounce back more quickly. For example, if you lose a job, rather than seeing it as the end of the world, a resilient person might view it as an opportunity to reassess their career goals and explore new possibilities. Another key to resilience is having a support system. No one achieves success alone, and the people we surround ourselves with play a crucial role in helping us overcome setbacks. Whether it's friends, family, mentors, or colleagues, a strong support network can provide encouragement, perspective, and advice during tough times. When faced with adversity, resilient individuals lean on their support systems for help, knowing that they don't have to navigate challenges alone. Building resilience also involves taking care of our mental and emotional health. When we face setbacks, it's easy to become overwhelmed by stress, anxiety, and negative emotions. Resilience requires the ability to manage these emotions in a healthy way. This might involve practices such as mindfulness, meditation, exercise, or journaling. By taking care of our emotional well-being, we are better equipped to handle life's challenges and maintain a clear, focused mind. In addition to mental and emotional health, physical health plays a role in resilience. Research has shown that regular exercise, a healthy diet, and sufficient sleep can improve our ability to cope with stress and recover from setbacks. Taking care of our bodies creates a foundation for resilience, allowing us to approach challenges with energy, focus, and determination. It's also important to remember that resilience is not about rushing through difficult times. It's about learning to navigate adversity with patience and grace. During challenging periods, it's okay to feel down or discouraged, but the key is to not let those feelings consume you. Instead of forcing yourself to get over it quickly, allow yourself the space to feel and process your emotions. By doing so, you'll be able to bounce back stronger and more determined. Resilience is a muscle that needs to be exercised regularly. The more we practice it, the stronger it becomes. But building resilience takes time, and it requires a willingness to face challenges head-on. It also requires a mindset shift, understanding that setbacks are not roadblocks, but stepping stones on the path to success. With resilience, we can overcome anything that life throws our way. So, how can you cultivate resilience in your own life? Start by reflecting on a recent setback you faced. What was your response? Did you let the setback define you, or did you use it as an opportunity to learn and grow? Consider how you can shift your mindset in future challenges. Think about the resources and support systems you have at your disposal. Are there people in your life who can offer encouragement and guidance during tough times? How can you take care of your mental, emotional, and physical health to strengthen your resilience? Here's an exercise to help you build resilience. Think about a time when you faced a setback or failure. Reflect on how you responded to the situation. Write down the emotions you felt at the time, as well as any thoughts or beliefs you had. Now reframe the situation. What did you learn from it? How did it contribute to your growth? Write down 3 positive lessons you took away from the experience. Next time you face a challenge, use these lessons to guide your response. By cultivating resilience, you can transform setbacks into opportunities and emerge from adversity even stronger than before. Remember, the path to success is never smooth, but with resilience, you can navigate any challenge that comes your way. Chapter 10. Embracing Lifelong Growth. The Power of Continuous Learning. What if I told you that the key to lifelong success and fulfillment is not in finding the perfect formula, but in constantly evolving? What if the secret to unlocking your fullest potential lies not in the destination, but in your willingness to keep learning and growing, no matter where you are on your journey? This chapter is about embracing lifelong growth, cultivating a mindset that thrives on learning and turning every experience, both the successes and the failures, into an opportunity for development. Lifelong learning is not a new concept, but it is one that is often overlooked or undervalued. We live in a world that constantly changes, with new technologies, industries, and ideas emerging at a rapid pace. To remain relevant, fulfilled, and successful, we must adopt the mindset of a lifelong learner, someone who is open to growth, actively seeks out new knowledge, and embraces the process of learning as a lifelong endeavor. This is not just about formal education, it's about cultivating curiosity, developing a growth mindset, and continuously improving in all areas of life. One of the most powerful examples of lifelong learning comes from the world of technology. Consider the rise of Steve Jobs and his ability to constantly innovate. Jobs was not only a visionary in his field, he was also an avid learner. Throughout his life, he sought out new knowledge, whether by studying calligraphy, taking courses in philosophy, or learning about the latest technological advancements. His ability to embrace lifelong learning was instrumental in the success of Apple and the groundbreaking products the company introduced. Even after facing failures and setbacks, Jobs continued to learn and adapt, always looking for ways to grow and improve. But lifelong learning isn't just for tech giants or CEOs. It's for everyone. Think about the times in your own life when you have learned something new, whether it was a new skill, a new hobby, or a new perspective. Maybe you learned how to cook a new recipe, how to meditate, or how to navigate a difficult situation. The growth you experienced in those moments wasn't just about acquiring knowledge. It was about your willingness to step outside your comfort zone and embrace the process of learning. That willingness is what drives progress, both personally and professionally. Another powerful example comes from the world of sports. Athletes, especially elite ones, are constantly learning and improving. Take tennis legend Serena Williams, for instance. Despite being one of the greatest athletes of all time, Williams never stops learning. She continuously refines her technique, adapts to new playing styles, and learns from her losses. In an interview, she once said, "I never stop learning. Every time I step onto the court, I am a student." This mentality has allowed Williams to remain at the top of her game for decades, proving that no matter how much success we achieve, there is always room for growth. The power of continuous learning is also evident in the stories of everyday people. Consider a person who decides to learn a new language later in life. At first, it may seem daunting, but with persistence, curiosity, and a willingness to make mistakes, that person gradually gains proficiency, opening up new opportunities for travel, communication, and cultural understanding. In the process, they develop not only a new skill, but also a deeper appreciation for the value of learning. At its core, lifelong learning is about having a mindset that seeks out growth. When we approach life with this mindset, every challenge becomes an opportunity to learn something new. Whether it's a job-related task, a personal relationship, or a creative project, adopting a learning mindset allows us to approach problems with curiosity and resilience, rather than fear or frustration. It's the belief that there's always something new to discover, something new to improve, and something new to create. This perspective fuels personal growth, increases confidence, and helps us navigate life's ups and downs with a sense of purpose. One of the key components of lifelong learning is the willingness to embrace failure as part of the learning process. So often, we view failure as something to avoid at all costs. We fear failure because we think it defines us, limits us, or sets us back. But the truth is that failure is often the best teacher we'll ever have. Each time we fail, we learn something valuable about ourselves, our strategies, and the world around us. Failure provides us with feedback, showing us what works and what doesn't, helping us refine our approach. The most successful people are often the ones who fail the most because they understand that failure is just another step toward mastery. Additionally, lifelong learning encourages us to adopt an attitude of humility. Humility doesn't mean thinking less of ourselves. It means recognizing that we don't know everything and that there's always room for improvement. It's about acknowledging that we can learn from others, from our experiences, and from the world around us. Humility opens the door to growth because it allows us to be receptive to new ideas, feedback, and experiences. As you continue your journey towards success, remember that growth doesn't stop once you've achieved a goal. In fact, the journey itself is the destination. Every experience, whether positive or negative, is an opportunity to learn and evolve. By embracing this mindset, you will not only build the skills you need to succeed, but also develop the resilience, creativity, and adaptability that are essential for long-term fulfillment. Here's an exercise to help you cultivate a lifelong learning mindset. Think about an area of your life where you feel stuck or stagnant. It could be in your career, a hobby, or a personal relationship. Now ask yourself, what can I learn from this situation? What new skill or knowledge can you acquire to help you move forward? Write down 3 actionable steps you can take to start learning in this area. These could be as simple as reading a book, attending a workshop, or seeking advice from someone with more experience. The goal is to shift your focus from the problem itself to the potential for growth that exists within the challenge. By committing to continuous learning, you can cultivate a mindset that will keep you moving forward no matter what life throws your way. The process of growth doesn't have a finish line. It's a journey that continues for as long as we're willing to learn. And in that journey, you will find not only success, but also joy, fulfillment, and an ever-deepening sense of purpose. As we come to the end of Growth Focus, Build a Mindset for Achievement, I hope you've gained valuable insights and practical tools to help you cultivate a mindset that will propel you toward continuous growth and success. Remember, developing a growth-focused mindset is not a destination, it's a lifelong journey. By embracing challenges, learning from failure, and consistently striving for improvement, you can unlock your fullest potential and create the life you desire. Thank you for taking the time to explore this journey with me. I truly appreciate your commitment to personal growth. If you found this book helpful, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing to the Millionaire Manifesto channel for more insightful content that will help you along your path to success. Keep growing, keep learning, and keep achieving. Together, we can reach new heights.